Real-world arc length application. Written by Molly Urquhart, narrated by Mike Ickes. Meet Kurt, my neighbor up north at Stony Lake. Kurt works as a boat designer and owns several boats, all of which are his own designs. Kurt once told me that he hated high school geometry because he never saw the practicality of the content. But now he tells me he uses geometry topics every day. I've always had a great admiration for Kurt because he is a true innovator. Before he got into the electric boat business, he started his own company based on his own original invention. This invention is called belted conveyors. You've probably heard of conveyor belts before, but Kurt was the first to design interchangeable, movable conveyor belt pieces that link together. With his design, you could easily change up the track and direction of your conveyor belt whenever necessary. Previously, you had to get conveyor belts custom made and you couldn't change the path at a later date. His invention saves companies time, resources, and money. He told me once that his belted conveyors started out only moving horizontally with no vertical incline as seen below. With each additional piece, 13 inches of track is added to the conveyor. Kurt did not make the track itself. He purchased this material elsewhere and it was sold in multiples of 13 inches. When the demand for a vertical incline arose, Kurt needed to figure out how to turn the conveyor belt 30 and 45 degrees. In 1990, while trying to figure out this problem, Kurt ended up completing it by trial and error. He said he wasted thousands of dollars trying to cut the right piece. He couldn't figure out what radius to cut the piece with his circular saw, so the top and bottom piece adds 13 inches and turns the track 30 degrees. Kurt said when designing something new, it was hard to know what would be crucial. Knowing that I was a geometry teacher, Kurt asked me if I could find at what radius to cut the tracks without using trial and error. Trying to work out this problem, the first thing I asked myself was, what is the big question? The big question is, what radius, R, would Kurt have to set his machine to cut the piece to meet his requirements? The second thing I did was double check the requirement with Kurt. The two tracks are 4 inches apart. The top and bottom track have to add 13 inches. The track needs to turn 30 degrees. With this information and my knowledge of arc length, I was able to mathematically find the radius at which Kurt needed to cut the piece. Your challenge is to find the radius on your own. If you were teleported back to 1990, could you have helped Kurt save thousands of dollars by solving this problem?